So let's go around the screen and have you introduce yourselves. I'm going to ask you for 3 bits of information. I promise not to stump you. Okay? Please repeat your first name so I get the pronunciation right. Please tell me what city and state you live in. And then tell me if you're working, what kind of work you do. And if you aren't working, just tell me that. So I'm going to start in my top right box with Ashley.
Hi, everyone. My name is Ashley. I live in Clayton, North Carolina, and I don't currently work. Stay-at-home mom.
Great. Welcome. Thanks for coming. Vitena. Did I have that right?
Vitina.
Tina. Okay. Thank you.
Vitina Aiello. I'm Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm in telecommunications.
Welcome. Thanks for coming. Great to have you. Kevin.
Hi, I'm Kevin. I'm also in Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm a home inspector.
Great. Welcome. Tara.
Hi, my name is Tara. I am from Charlotte, North Carolina, and I am a referral coordinator.
Great. Welcome. Great to have you. Mark.
How you doing? My name is Mark. I live in Port Huron, Michigan, and I'm currently off work for surgeries. Other than that, I sell cars for a living.
Got it. Welcome. Last but not least, Sabrina.
Hi, I'm Sabrina. I'm from Beulahville, North Carolina, and I am a church secretary.
Great. Welcome. It's great to have you. Great to have all of you here. Thanks for joining me. So next I'm going to go around the screen again. What I want to know is from which news organizations, which companies you get most of your news. When you get your news every day, what companies are providing that news to you? Okay, it could be TV, internet, radio, newspaper, whatever. Who's providing you the bulk of your news? Social media. So Sabrina, I'm going to start with you. I'm going to go in reverse order.
Okay. Well, I have my phone set up. I have an Apple phone, and I get news headlines sent to me. That's primarily where I really get my news from. If a headline strikes me as interesting, then I click on it. Could be anything.
Is that coming from Apple News or some other source?
Well, it's coming from like I get the Washington Post, CNN, Fox News. It just kind of sends me articles from them.
Got it. Okay, thank you. Mark, what about you?
I get most of mine from Google, and I do visit CNN site and Fox News site and the local networks on
Great.
television.
Thank you. Tara.
I get mine's mainly from, it's like Sabrina's, I have an app that's on my phone, and I pretty much get updates for Charlotte, North Carolina, surrounding areas, and from Fox News. So that's how I typically get my news. And sometimes I look at the TV.
Great. Kevin?
I read a lot of news. I usually read CNN and Fox and AP and BBC every day. I read Al Jazeera from time to time, and I also I look at a little news on like local, like the local Reddit pages from the small city I live in, Alpharetta, and that's okay. That's it.
Okay, thank you. Bettina.
I watch the local news several times a day. 3 different local stations here in Atlanta, and then I watch YouTube a lot. So I get a lot of I watch the commercials.
Okay.
So I get a lot of information from commercials.
Got it. Ashley?
So I typically watch all of our local news stations on TV, and then I primarily follow accounts on Facebook. So I do the Fox, the CNN, NBC, all of those, and I see news pop up there. And then I get alerts on my Google phone with Google News, different headlines and stuff.
Got it. Okay. And by a show of fingers, who gets a lot of your news from social media? 4 of you. Okay. And by a show of fingers, who listens to podcasts? Got 1. Kevin, which one do you listen to? Which ones?
I listen to a fair amount. I listen to Joe Rogan every once in a while. I listen to a lot of ones that are, more like niche based, like weightlifting or woodworking or nerd stuff or whatever.
Got it. Okay, thanks. So let's go around the screen and have you introduce yourselves. I'm going to ask you for 3 bits of information, and I promise not to stump you on these questions. Please repeat your first name so I get the pronunciation right. Tell me what city and state you live in. And third, I want to know from which companies you get most of your news. Which news organizations provide you with most of your news? So first name, city and state, and from where you get your news. And when I say news, I mean it could be TV, radio, online, social media. Doesn't matter where. Newspapers. Okay, I'm going to start on my top right box with Gunnar or Gunnar. Tell me how to get that right.
Sure thing. My name is Gunnar. I am from Appleton, Wisconsin, and I get most of my news actually from my local radio show.
Okay. Radio show or radio?
It's radio station WAPL.
Okay, got it. Okay, great. Welcome. Thanks for coming. Is it Zaire like the country?
Exactly like the country. Thank you so much for pronouncing it right. My name is Zaire. I'm sorry, did you say first and last?
Just first.
Okay, for Zaire, I am in Detroit, Michigan. We like to say what up though. And I get the majority of my news from Twitter. I'm a millennial.
Got it. Okay. Malachi, I'm getting your name right or wrong?
You got it right on the first hit. Can you hear me?
2 for 2 between you and Zaire. Okay, good. I hear
I'm
you.
from St. Paul, Minnesota,
Okay.
and I get my news from WCCO Channel 9 News.
Great, great. Welcome. Charmin.
Appreciate it.
Yes, hello. My name is pronounced Charmin. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia, and I get most of my news from YouTube.
Great. Welcome. James.
James from Las Vegas, Nevada, and I'm kind of all over the map between Fox, CNN, Twitter, and Megyn Kelly podcast.
Got it. And last but not least, Nicole.
Yep, my name is Nicole. I'm in Louisville, North Carolina, and I get most of my news from The Economist, Forbes, NPR, and Google News.
Great. I just want to go around quickly again. I'm curious what you guys do for a living. If you're working, if you're not, tell me what you do, whether you're at school or retired, you stay at home, whatever. So, Gunnar.
I am a customer care agent for Church and Dwight. They're the manufacturers, most notably for OxyClean and Arm & Hammer.
Got it. Just quick on what you do. I'm sorry. Again, I'm going to be cutting you guys off continuously. I got to conserve time. So, Zaire, what do you do?
I'm a mom.
Awesome. Malachi.
Press operator.
Great. Charmin.
Property appraiser.
Great. James.
Retired.
Okay. Nicole.
I'm a fractional chief operation officer.
Great. Okay. Thank you. All right. By a show of fingers, who would say that you get a lot of your news from social media? Who would say they get a lot of news from social media? 3 of you do. Okay. And by a show of fingers, who listens to podcasts? 1 of you mentioned a podcast. 3 of you do. Okay. So, Nicole, which podcast?
I listen to the Stuff You Should Know podcast, the TED Radio Hour, and Criminal.
Okay. Zaire, what podcast?
I like to listen to Goddess Talk.
Okay. And James?
Megyn Kelly.
Kelly, you mentioned that before. Okay, great.